Thursday already, August 15th. We are dead center in the month of August right now. I swear August just started. Today we're talking about dealers having cars on the lot, Holman investing in FM Capital, American-made Polestars, and a YouTube channel that you are not going to want to miss.
You have to be a part of this YouTube channel at least once today.
At the end,
you're gonna want that in your life.
Yeah,
it's our YouTube channel too. You should check out the rest of our YouTube channel
if you're live streaming. Yes. And of course, the great YouTube channels know about the other great YouTube channels. I mean, come on.
There you go.
Oh, man, we are so excited to be about to be hitting the road on Monday. Kyle, you're heading out first. You're going to be the advanced team to the Reynolds and Reynolds Amplify event they're having there just outside, right next to Dulles Airport. And you'll be there Monday. I'm showing up Tuesday morning. We are judges for the Automotive Amplifiers contest where some people are sharing best practices across fixed ops, people, sales, and we get to be judges. So you can be Simon Cowell, and I'm gonna try. I don't know who I'm. Howie Mandel. Like I don't know.
You're Howie, and then
Howie's weird, man.
Our third judge.
I don't know which one is weirder, Simon or
Simon or you're gonna have to fist bump everybody. I'm gonna come in there just spitting.
I'll go Blake Shelton.
Nasty.
I'll go Blake Shelton.
You know, that's
probably one of the most normal judges.
I don't know. I think you're a little bit more Adam Levine than you are Blake Shelton. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
Maybe that's the case. Yeah, my jeans are a little tighter than Blake's.
We need to have like your jeans are a little tighter than Blake Shelton's for sure.
After that, I feel like go ahead.
This is like a a contest at an event waiting to happen. Like what?
Yes.
Who's Steve Greenfield? Right, Steve Greenfield. Steve Greenfield might be Howie Mandel. That might be right. He's got the cats, a little bit of quirks.
That's Howie Mandel. Yeah, he's not a germaphobe though.
No,
he wouldn't travel nearly as much. Right from there, we're hitting a plane on Tuesday night from DC to Miami, and we're going to the NAMAD annual meeting. It is our third, fourth, which one? We're going to be there in full effect. TrueCar Plus is helping us sponsor all of our coverage there. So we're going to be coming to you live from the NAMAD event. If you haven't been there or been able to be there, we're going to bring some of the show back to you. Going to be recording a new podcast, starting that out. I just found out we're going to be with our friends at WOCAN. They have their event. And I just found out Liza Borges is going to be at the WOCAN event, so we get to hang out with her a little bit too.
See, we're going to have all the people, all the friends together.
Good week shaping up. Yeah, I know. I think I just talked through all of the time we had to talk through things, but we have
all the time.
Yeah, I know. We're running.
No, we have to mention the Wheelhouse.
We do.
If
pull the slide up.
If you've never caught the Wheelhouse, it's a podcast that is hosted by Daniel Gover, produced by our team, Jordan, Nathan, you may know them. And they when they say wheelhouse, they really mean real house. Like they went all the way around the wheelhouse to find the conversations with the people that understand what's happening on the ground today. And it was a full hour of captivating content. Like it moved, really had different topics. It was amazing.
8 people, 8 guests. Right. Yep. Have folks from Lithia, from auto vendors, from Rohrman, from Cox Automotive, like Jack Pearson was on there, 40 under 40. Yeah, it's a sleeper, that show. We need more people to know about that. It out. All right, let's talk about some news. The U.S. auto market in July 2024, that's this year, saw a decline in average transaction prices for new vehicles down to 48,000, under 50 grand, doing great.
Hey.
Inventory levels are increasing 52% higher year over year. That is substantial. Dang. Average incentives reached 7% of ATP. It's 3,300 is the average incentive, the highest it's been in over 3 years. 2 top best-selling vehicles in July were the Ford F-Series and the Chevy Silverado. Back to the trucks, baby. We got inventory. We're selling trucks. Compact and subcompact SUVs represented a full 25% of all of July sales. Here's a fun fact. Cox Automotive shouted out Mohawk Chevrolet in their report, saying the Chevrolet Rado will possibly replace the Silverado in model year 2026. That's amazing little parody.
That's very like we're gonna own that as ASOTU for giving the writers of automotive the freedom to throw a little jab.
I feel
it's
like
some permission.
I don't know if we can claim it, but I think we really can claim it. Like when ASOTU came on the scene, we're like, listen, we take this business really seriously, but you can't take yourself too seriously.
Too
You know what I'm
seriously.
saying?
Exactly.
EVs experience a lot of price adjustments with a unique twist, particularly for Tesla. Overall EV prices decreased by 1.5% year over year. It feels like so much more than that. But Toyota had an 11% ATP. What does ATP stand for? I should know.
Average transaction price.
Okay. I was just sitting there. I was like, wait, I know this. Average transaction price is up 59,593, driven by the Cybertruck's high price. So incentives for EVs obviously through the roof, up 12%, 74% above the industry average. Aaron Keating, executive analyst at Cox Automotive, said, we hear this from large dealers all the time. No matter the budget, chances are we can make something work. This is particularly true where inventory is high and incentives are right there as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is the weird place where like we still have extremely high prices in a lot of brands, but I'm seeing yesterday I was looking at inventory on a dealer's website, seeing $13,000 price drops on things like Jeeps. So prices are still high, and inflation and interest rates are still high, but there's a bunch of incentives, there's a bunch of drive to move inventory because you're seeing this higher inventory, longer day supply, especially at things like Stellantis dealers. So it's still I think a buyer's market. I think maybe people have been tricked into thinking it's not, but I think there's plenty of buyers out there that can be in the market.
You're right. I think you're right. No segue for this one. This is a fun one.
No,
Kyle.
Speaking of buyers.
We'll do that.
Segue.
A lot of money, that's for sure. Holman Auto, global leader in auto services, and they have a great group in New Jersey. They've acquired a minority interest in FM Capital, who is, you might have heard that around the ASOTU halls and at ASOTUCon, a venture capital firm focused on early to mid-stage tech companies in the automotive and transportation industries. This is the first time an integrated auto services organization acquired a general partner interest in an automotive VC. FM Capital does specialize, like we said, transportation, especially dealer operations, autonomy, electrification. Holman's venture capital arm, what's it called? Holman Capital? Is that what it's called?
Holman Capital. Yep.
They invest in early stage businesses to try to stay ahead of industry trends. That in and of itself is becoming a trend. Chase Frazier, FM Capital's managing partner, praised Holman's combination of dealerships, fleet management, corporate venture capital, and he said it's truly unique. Bill Karras, our buddy, CEO of Holman Growth Ventures, that's what it's called, emphasized the partnership's potential to accelerate the funding and scaling of promising auto technologies. So I think this is good for the industry. It's good to see.
Well, first of all, I'm just proud to say I got to sit on a stage at ASOTUCon with both these dudes twice this last year. And Chase and Bill have become good friends over the last couple of years. What I love about this is historically both of these companies would be you would see them as semi-competitors, right? Because they both play in the venture capital space, especially in early stage or seed round capital raise for SaaS businesses. But you get the benefit of this partnership in kind of different perspectives, right? FM Capital really looking at it purely from a VC perspective, but Holman having the perspective of having an entire fleet management business and dealership ownership business. And the leaders of these firms that are coming together with Bill Karras and Chase Frazier are like dynamic personalities that understand the industry. They understand technology. So I think like the two perspectives here being aligned and being able to be a part of investment in, technology that's going to serve dealers and the automotive industry it's dialed in. I was pumped. Chase sent me this. I was like, kudos, brother. It's on.
Yes. Speaking of, it's on.
Segue.
This is exciting to see, especially because of our friend Matt Haken, maybe the premier Polestar dealer in the U.S. Matt, but Polestar is gearing up for a significant growth spurt in the U.S., expanding its retail network to support a broader lineup that they say will triple in size this year. The brand plans to add 20 stores to its current 27 store network by the end of 2025. They're releasing new models, the Polestar 3, the Polestar 4, and 2 more nameplates planned in the next 2 years. U.S. sales of the Polestar 2 dropped 41% this year, first half, leading them to say we need to readjust our strategy. And they are adjusting their retail model, increasing dealer inventory instead of just being a made-to-order type of thing, and making the brand more proactive. Their newly appointed head of North America, Anders Gustafsson emphasized dealer profitability and plans a roadshow to build trust with retailers, saying, quote, if we don't have profitable partners, we're not going to attract good partners. Sounds like some business sense to me. But I think they're going to be making vehicles. I think it's South Carolina. And now like the batteries and all the things, it all works.
Yeah, and Polestar is going to take advantage of a lot of tax incentives here. Well, the thing that I think is going to be the trigger for them is when they get scale and in the small to mid-size SUV or crossover utility vehicle, just because in the US, that's the most aggressive model, you know, or size of vehicle. So it's hard to come to market, honestly, with a sedan right now, right? You see the Accord, you see the Mazda 6, you see the Camry actually lacking in sales. So for Polestar to go, oh, look, sedans rolling back, go to the SUV or the crossover, great strategy.
This story literally just reminded me of the fact I recorded like an entire vlog in a Polestar 2 when my wife and I went on a little trip.
Goodness.
And it's sitting on my phone. I've never even taken any of the footage. I was a dope vehicle. I enjoyed my time in that Polestar, but for sure, way too small for anything other than just my wife and I. All right, finally, this is the one you've all been waiting for. Kyle, let them have it. What YouTube channel do you
residents near a Waymo robo taxi depot in San Francisco, and we call it a depot because that's the only thing that anybody can think of, are being woken up by cars honking at each other, honking at each other during the night, even though no one is inside them. Basically, what happens is the self-driving cars get in each other's way when in the parking lot, triggering their honking systems to avoid low-speed collisions. So the neighbors who once welcomed the idea of a little bit quieter street with, not, vehicles that aren't, run by humans are now frustrated by the noise that happens at all hours of the night. The beautiful part about this is Sophia Tung has turned this situation into a 24/7 live stream on YouTube. And we've got just a little bitty clip of exactly what's going on. So we figured
prepare for it's a mayhem. There's probably 50 at least of these Waymo vehicles just meandering, but here's the jam.
It's unbelievable. And they're all doing like 83-point turns.
Lo-fi music of just random vehicles making their way around the lot. But if you look at the top of the screen, you can see that there are a steady slew of vehicles making their way out of the lot to go pick up customers.
They make it,
But it's linked in the show notes. You have to just keep this music playing. If you have to check out this YouTube channel, it's great to have on in the background, and it's just a fun thing to watch these Waymo vehicles trying to make their way around a parking lot. It looks like chaos, but I think they're actually doing something. And we have some lo-fi beats to keep us interested. I think we've done enough for today. Thank you so much for being here with us. If you tune in, thank you so much. If you like the show, share it with someone you think will like the show. The more, the merrier. Get out there today. Love some people more than you love cars, but love the cars too.